Good Monday evening, everyone. Wow, I've got to press that button and take the effects off. Excuse me. Good Monday evening, everybody. Welcome to New Journey Radio and the Not So Late Show. Yes, Bonita and I are here this evening, even though some people thought we were gone. And I'll talk about that in a minute. We are here tonight. We're going to have a fantastic time and tell you a little bit about what we did this weekend and also what's coming up this week and just have a glorious time. Apparently, we are joining you from the frozen tundra of my recording studio,
Yes.
not recording day, my
Well,
radio studio.
we shut the vent in here, and I still got a blanket.
Yeah, I hope we remember to open that vent because it
Yeah.
won't be that way long. Let me tell you, it'll warm right on
No,
up.
during the day it's not.
But it's pretty cool in here right now.
Keith
Let
Barkley,
me.
that sounds wonderful.
What did Keith say?
He says he's going to be working on Send It On Down tomorrow.
Oh, cool. I can hardly wait. I can hardly wait. Well, I've got a scratch in my throat, so let me say hello to some people while I'm still able to talk, and then pray that I recover by Wednesday, since we're singing on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Suzanne Frizzell. Hello, Alita
Hey,
Coleman.
hey.
Hello, Marlene. And such a wonderful blessing to see each and every one of you tonight. There's the sweet and lovely and talented Rita Smith joining us tonight,
Mm-hmm.
along with Teresa Patton, who has a headache. And all of her loveliness needs some prayer from us tonight. Man, I know about those headaches. And Teresa, I feel your pain. We will be praying for you. There's my good friend Yvonne Dennis. How you doing tonight, Miss Yvonne? Glad you made it on.
Hello.
And I see Roberta Goins on as well, and Charlotte Lancaster. Something's happened to my enunciation tonight. I've got a brand new, what you call those things? Accent. I've got a brand new accent from down under, perhaps. Hello, Charlotte Lancaster. And there is my buddy Keith Barkley. So glad that you made it on, Keith, and I am excited.
They was having some church on there last night, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah. Hey, man, that Keith, man, they can sing and play.
Mm-hmm.
The whole Keith Barkley Ministries, Tabitha and Tanner, they do a fantastic job.
Sure do.
Just love them to death. And I'm serious, Keith. Let's plan it out, man. We'll find us a church to sing at in Kentucky.
Absolutely.
And it'd be wonderful to come up there and spend some time with y'all for sure.
Yes.
And there's my buddy Tim Smith. What's going on? I think
Hello,
Tim might be working tonight. If that's the case, Tim, just maybe we can help keep you awake while you're at work. If you're at home, I'll help keep you awake there as well. How does a triple chocolate cake with chocolate pudding and chocolate chips sound? It sounds absolutely chocolatey fantastic, I'm telling you. It's amazing. It's fantastical. I can hardly wait.
Well, I hear that we got a key lime pie in the refrigerator, too.
Key lime pie and a cantaloupe. You can't beat those two things, can you?
Uh-uh.
Oh, my goodness. Well,
she's going to make another vanilla and cream cheesecake with strawberry sauce.
Well, I'm getting hungry already.
Lordy Teresa.
All right, let me play you some music while I try to catch my breath and put in a cough drop here real quick. How about the Kingdom Heirs? I love this song that came out from them this past year. Sounds like the Imperials because it's a remake of an old Imperials classic, but they do this fantastic for sure. It's called I'm Forgiven, right here on New Journey Radio Network and the Not So Late Show, hosted by the ever lovely and present, beautiful and talented Bonita Eileen Jones.
Jones.
Oh, deep water, mighty deep well. No, I love it. Redeemers of the Faith Quartet.
Yes.
Can you talk for just a second, Bonita? Go
Absolutely.
ahead and tell them about the Redeemers of the Faith while I
We
clear my
had
throat.
such a wonderful time yesterday. We went to
Brown Swamp.
Brown Swamp. I don't know why these churches want to put swamp in their name. It's beyond me, but they all live in the swamp.
Because Horry County is a swamp.
Well, I know it, but it would sound much better if it was just Brown Chapel or something. Brown Chapel near the swamp. Or
the swamp's name is Brown.
So anyway,
we were at Okie Swamp last night.
Yes, we were swamping yesterday. We went to Brown Swamp yesterday morning to hear the Redeemers of the Faith, and they were amazing. We had such a wonderful time.
It was a great service.
Not
only were they
very anointed service. Yeah, it was really
they were a
good.
lot of fun.
Yes.
A lot of frivolity. Had a great time, but man, they knew how to get serious when it was time to get serious. Had a fantastic service. They even let you and me sing.
Wasn't that sweet? That was so sweet because, a lot of times people are so caught up in they're not about to give up their time.
Yeah.
For somebody else, and they took the time for us to come up there and sing. And
I think Marty had to talk Joe into it, but no, that's not true, man. Oh, we did have a fantastic time, and they sang with us too. They wanted us just come up. We didn't have music. And he actually sent me a text. Joe did say, "Hey, can y'all sing one a cappella?" And I said, well, "Yeah, we'll find something." So he called us up, but by the time we made it, we sang. Bonita sang, "I speak Jesus." So by the time we got to like the second little round of that,
they joined with us,
over, and they had already got their parts and was going with it, and it really was good. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yes, and that was a beautiful church too.
It was, and even though it was in the swamp, you got a shirt.
Yes, I did. My husband bought me this shirt on his birthday. Wasn't that sweet?
That's the kind of guy I am.
I guess because I got up and made some biscuits and had cantaloupe. Maybe I got a shirt for doing that.
Well, she's not telling you about those biscuits, folks. By the way, New Journey Radio, Not So Late Show. Glad y'all are here. Almost burned the biscuits.
Yes, because Chris can't hear.
Well, she put them in the oven, not me.
Right.
And so I was up and about, but I did not have my hearing aids in.
I set the timer, and my head was in the closet digging out a pair of shoes. And I could hear it, and I was like, well, Chris will get that. Chris will hear that. Well, my head was still in the closet, and I still kept hearing that buzzer, and I thought, I better run in there. So one shoe on, one shoe off, come flying down the hall to find almost burnt biscuits. But we ate them anyway.
So let me explain something to you, Lucy.
Oh, okay. You can't explain for stuttering.
I explain something to you. I can not hardly hear when I have the hearing aids in. Amen. Okay. But I really can't hear when I don't have them on.
And I didn't know you didn't have them on.
So just because it was going didn't mean a thing to me. Wasn't no lights flashing or nothing.
I go in there and he's just sitting on the couch, and I'm like, "You don't hear that?" He said, "What?" It's like, I can't help it. He didn't hear it.
No, I can't help it. Well, let's get back to some music. Since we were talking about the Redeemers of the Faith, and we did get that shirt from them, you can go to the redeemersofthefaith.org, I believe it is. Yes. Correct me if I'm wrong, Joe. And you can purchase one of these T-shirts from Redeemers of the Faith. You can also find contact number and have them come sing at your church.
Yes.
They will absolutely do a fantastic job and lift up the name of Jesus. I'll look to see if he's in the door there. Hey, buddy, I'm glad you made it in tonight. Here's the Redeemers of the Faith, and you had your hand on me.
The smoke alarm is not a
Redeemers of the faith, and you had your hand on me. And I'm going to get serious again in a minute, but I need to say a few things before I get serious. One, yes, Miss Peggy, I did see John
Yes,
Tucker
we did.
singing happy birthday to me. That was something else for sure.
He's so sweet.
He is. They're a wonderful couple, and I love how he talks about his wife. He calls her his smoking hot wife, and I just think that's absolutely wonderful.
I do too.
And the other thing is, if Bonita, can you cross your arms like this? Can you do like that? See how she's got her arms off? She'll do like that and then do like that. I think she could make something appear or disappear.
Boom.
She looks kind of like
Boom.
I Dream of Jeannie
I
over
Dream
there.
of Jeannie.
Just noticed that. Just noticed that. Hey, hello to Carla Thomas. Glad that you're in here tonight. It's always good to see you. And my son Christopher is in here as well, and I'm glad to see that. Did y'all see the birthday card I got my daddy? No, they haven't, but I do need to go get it. And I got a birthday card from Miss Peggy today too. So thank you for that, Miss Peggy. It made my day because it was the day after, and I got to keep celebrating. And Miss Margaret had also sent me a birthday card, so thank you for that. But yeah, Christopher and I went to lunch last Thursday. I think it was Thursday, wasn't it? Yeah, last Thursday. Had a fantastic time, and hopefully we'll get to do that many more
I didn't
times.
get you a card.
You didn't, but you got me 87 pair of shoes, shorts, and pants. So that'll take place at the card, okay?
And burnt biscuits. Yeah, Suzanne's got a birthday next week.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Suzanne Frizzell?
She's going to be 19.
19 years old. Wow. Remember when I was 19. Now I've lost all train of thought. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, back to the serious stuff.
But
God. So you go ahead and give them a little bit of explanation of what the shirt "But God" means.
And I say this all the time because, you know, when I was lost in sin and just way far out there, God rescued me. So I was lost, but God.
Yeah.
He came searching for me.
We all were lost in our sins and our trespasses, but God, while we were yet sinners,
yes,
gave himself as a sacrifice.
Joe Trusty, he had cancer, but God healed him. Amen.
And as you were saying those things because we were reading while the song was playing, I thought, wouldn't it be cool one time if we could get all of the New Journey people together? What is that?
Sinning.
Oh, the group sinning. Oh, well, I'll probably get the majority of that offering. Let me tell you, if they take up a love offering for the sinners,
Teresa, we love it.
It's coming to me for sure. Okay. Back to But God.
Yeah.
If we could get a big concert together, and then just have different ones come up and give their But God story.
Yes, that would be so cool. That would be great.
The first one that came to my mind was if we could get Timothy Carter to come up and give his "I was addicted to every drug known to mankind," sitting there with a gun in his hand playing Russian roulette, getting ready to kill himself. But God.
Yes.
But amen. God had somebody, call him on the phone and say, "Hey, man, listen to this app on this New Journey radio."
Right.
Literally, he was sitting there.
And nobody but God.
Going to kill himself. Literally just spinning the thing around and around, playing Russian roulette. And somebody sent him the link to New Journey Radio, and he started listening and give his life to Christ.
And now he's
helped. I have never seen anybody in my life like Timothy Carter. Yeah, it's quite amazing. And then when everybody could just stand up and give their testimonies of what God has done. I was here. This was going on. I had this. I was addicted to that. But God.
But God.
I was lost and undone, but Jesus, you know what?
We need to write that song.
He met me in the middle of nowhere.
Yes.
Woo!
Amen.
9:38 on this Monday evening before the 4th of July. Lifeline is the name of that group, and the name of the song is Jesus and Me. And I really don't know anything about them. I looked up a Lifeline quartet that's from down in Florida, but I don't think that's them because the Lifeline quartet had a two women singing in that, and I didn't hear any women in that song, but I absolutely love that song. It's called Lifeline. Make sure you go on to newjourneyradio.com and request that one, or you can go into the New Journey Radio app and request it there, and that'll get it into rotation more and more and get Bobby's attention on it, and maybe we'll move it up to the top of the charts. I really do. That guy's got a fantastic voice, and I love the message in it. Hello, Miss Agnes Rosalina Porter Young. So glad you're here tonight. There's Miss Bonnie Friedman. Wants to hear Mountain. And yeah, I believe I can get to that for you, Miss Bonnie. And I also saw Ruby Roo coming into the chat room. And there's my buddy Terry Carter. Now, let me share this with you. We do the Moments in the Word, the Roundtable edition, or as I like to call it, Nights of the Roundtable, every third Tuesday night on Terry Carter's Facebook page. We have that program with Terry Carter, Bonnie English, Sean English, and me, Christopher Paul Jones, the one. We're going to have a special one tomorrow night. And I will not be able to be there because I'm going to be on my way to Modoc, South Carolina. I'm going to tell you all about that in just a second as well. But Terry will be there for sure, and Bonnie's going to be there, and I think Sean's going to be there, and also Frank Mills is going to be there, and their special guest tomorrow night is going to be Quentin Mills. Now, y'all all know Quentin Mills. I found a lily in my valley. He will be there around the table himself, and so make sure you tune in. That'll be at 6:30 tomorrow night. Now, this is an extra one. We're still going to have our third Tuesday night edition that comes up, and the special guest that night is going to be my pastor Brandon Blair will be there with us. But tomorrow night, make sure you tune in and catch Brother Terry and Mr. Quentin Mills. It's going to be a fantastic time. Hey, it was my birthday, and I got some cards. Here's my card I got from Christopher. He says, I'm just going to read this. I'll try not to cry. And thankfully, he found a way to keep it lighthearted and let me know how he feels, which is a cool thing. Says, Dad, you're great and really sweet. A dad like you just can't be beat. You're helpful, kind, and loving too. And then it says, a single card wouldn't do. So it's got 4 little cards in it. It says, Happy birthday, Dad, from your favorite nut. You're the bacon of dads. Happy birthday to a guy who makes everything better. Wanted to make you something special for your birthday, but you already are. And on your birthday, you deserve the very best. But enough about me. I like that one. I appreciate that very much, Christopher. And I love you from the bottom of my heart to forever, for sure. And then Maggie Lynn got me this card. It says, Best way to celebrate a birthday: throw a party, have a giant cake, open lots of gifts, and get a card with a pie chart on it. So that's what she got me. And happy birthday to someone who deserves only the best. All right. And then she had found this. This is really cool. She found this little picture that she had drawn for me. Who knows when it was? But she drew me a picture. Says, to Dad from Maggie, and it's a heart with a tiger paw or something. Yes, I think that is a tiger, actually, with a heart for her nose. And then she wrote on the back of it, says, to Dad from Maggie, January. Oh, wow, this was January 13th, 2012, which would have made her 8 years old. And she wrote kiss on it at the bottom. So that was what Maggie got me. I have the most wonderful children in the world, and I am very, very thankful for them. Even though their daddy's getting old, he still loves them a whole bunch, for sure. Well, here's still the number 1 most requested song of all time on the Not So Late Show. Bonita Eileen Jones singing Mountain. Amanda Joy Powell and Lay Your Burdens Down. Now, if you'd like to hear Amanda Joy Powell sing live, just come on down to Modoc Baptist Church. And this coming Wednesday, we're going to be having some big festivities out there on Wednesday afternoon, having a lot of food to eat and games to play. And then I think it's at 5 o'clock. Beth or Rita, y'all straighten me out here because my booking agent, Bonita, has wandered off into another portion of the house. May be back, may not. I don't know. I think it starts at 5 o'clock. We're going to have a concert featuring the Garden City Quartet, Amanda Joy Powell, and Chris and Bonita. And we would love for y'all to come by if you find yourself anywhere in that neighborhood. Just trek on down. It's not too far from Augusta, Georgia. And so, if you're within 3 or 4 or 5 hours driving distance, come on in. And the concert starts at 5:30. Sounds like a wonderful time to me. Y'all make sure to get there for that. How about a little bit of that bluegrass music tonight? Here's Phillips and Banks. I just love this. It's called Man in the Middle. Oh, yes, just one tick before 10 o'clock here on this Monday evening. And no, I did not sweep the top of the hour. I probably will have my pay docked for doing that, but it's a little difficult with the setup that we
I think you'll be
have
all
now.
right.
Think it'll be okay?
I think so.
That was a no-no. You always had to sweep the top of the hour, but I try.
Hey, Yantina.
Yes, Jantina de Honbachstein is with us over in the Netherlands. Wanted to hear Second Chance Ministries, and that was them singing If He Carried the Cross. That's our good friends, Ricky Malloy, Brian Gainey, and Brian Alvey. They do a fantastic job for sure. There's some guys from over in our neighborhood, our neck of the woods in South Carolina. They live in Sherrill and Florence and Hartsville, South Carolina, which is all fairly close to one another. And those are the three guys that get on stage, but there's at least three or four other people that are integral parts of that Second Chance Ministries, the least of which is not our brother Randy Stubbs, affectionately known to the worldwide as Booger. Does a fantastic job as kind of like their manager and booking agent. But if you get a chance to have Second Chance come to your church, give them a call. They are a group that is beginning to get a lot of recognition nationally, and it's very well deserved. But they have a heart for Christ, and they love people, and you'll enjoy having them. So if you see that they're going to be in your neighborhood, go see them or talk to whoever books people at your church and say, hey, Chris said to get Second Chance Ministries to come in. That'd be pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Did I say hello to Buddy Gerald a while ago? Hello, Beth.
Well, hey, Beth.
And hello, Buddy. Glad that you're on,
Hey,
Buddy. I have been praying for you, my friend. Buddy had lost a family member this weekend, his uncle. And so you have had Buddy in my prayer. Y'all make sure you keep him in your prayers as well. And Buddy likes the bluegrass, so I'm glad that I got that song from Phillips and Banks on, and might be able to get another one on here in just a second. But to kind of kick this hour off, let's hear from the Crab family with their latest one. It's called Walk on Water, right here on the New Journey Radio Network and the Not So Late Show. Oh, I just love the Browders. That's called "Healed by the Stripes" song they had out just a couple of years ago. One that went to number one. They've had 13 number one songs. That's amazing, isn't it? And they are some fantastic people. Some of the most friendly people you'll ever meet in your entire life. And say a prayer for them. I know they were out in South Dakota this past week, and
Yeah.
they're traveling back to their home in Tennessee and then headed out to Oklahoma the next week. But they're having some issues with their bus, so need to
You
pray
know,
for the
everybody,
Browders.
and just about everybody that I know that has a bus has more trouble with it than it's worth.
That's the way those things work. We don't even have a bus, and we have trouble with ours.
I know.
Buses are hard to keep up.
I know. We're having a really hard time keeping up.
That is actually on the list of reasons that we don't have a bus. That
Mhm.
there are a lot of upkeep, and I'm not very mechanical. Although here in the last year or so, I have proven to be much more mechanical than I have given myself credit for.
Well, I showed y'all yesterday, didn't I?
No, you did
Yes,
not.
I did.
No, you didn't either.
I fixed that and y'all couldn't.
You might have fixed it, but it wasn't yesterday.
Oh.
I could have fixed
It was yesterday.
What it,
No,
no,
it was Saturday. Okay.
We were at my parents' house, and they have those lights. I don't know what they're called. Inset lights, you know.
Yes, they're inset.
And one of them was messing up, so Daddy got up, and I guess he's going to change it, but um, couldn't figure out how to get it to lock back in there. And I actually did know that it had something to do with those springs, but I didn't want to show him up. I mean, he's 85 years old. Come on. But no.
Well, I didn't mind.
Bonita didn't mind a bit. She crawled right up on that stool and popped it right in there. So I said, well, good for you.
I said, this is how you do it.
So yeah, that's why we don't have a bus, because I don't know how to put the inset light back up in the ceiling. That, and we don't have any money. But other than those two things, we'll probably be buying one by the end of the week for sure.
Well, buying what? A bus?
Yeah.
Really?
If we had the money and I knew how to put the lights in.
Well, I have an unspoken prayer request. So those of you that are listening, I just have an unspoken request that I need the Lord to intervene on.
Intervening on an unspoken request.
Please.
Well, okay.
God knows all about it.
Mm-hmm. Now that you mention that, it's going to make me change the song that I was going to play. There it is right there. Wasn't too hard to change. So since Bonita's got an unspoken request, I love this brand new song from Vernon Greason. It's called Unspoken Request.
All right.
Right here on the New Journey Radio and the Not So Late Show. Saying hello to my good friend, buddy, pal, my boss man, Bobby Richardson as well.
Hey, Jeannie Lashinsky. Hey, Miss Agnes.
Oh, I love that song, Down on My Knees. That's a song that was written by Steve Lacy way back in the day. Steve Lacy Trio. Also, he sang with Gold City Quartet. And then I decided I'd record that song because I really like it. How you doing tonight, Bonita?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
That's great. That's great. I bet everybody could hear you just wonderful
Hmm.
just then. Well, hey, the hour is getting late, and it always goes by so quick here on the Not So Late Show. And I was looking, I think I saw where we had some new music come in from Gaither Vocal Band, but I just looked back through all of my emails, and now I can't spot it. So maybe I didn't. Maybe I was just dreaming and hoping that something new had come in. But I did have a brand new song come in from Ann Wilson and Elaney Wilson, and kind of goes with the theme here for the last two or three, four songs has been about prayer. And so here's a brand new song from Ann Wilson. If you're one of her fans, you're going to love this. It's called Praying Woman. Now look at there. I found that brand new music from the Gaither vocal band. You know, it's just a shame that those guys can't sing. Wow. Y'all know I'm playing when I say that. Grateful is the name of the song. They have such fantastic harmony. By the way, I see Nancy Fitz's name, and I'm not sure that I welcomed her in tonight. So hello, Nancy Fitz and Hannah Peacock. So glad to see you in, and I'm so happy that you got baptized and that was such a wonderful event in your life. Nothing like giving your life to Jesus and then standing up in front of everybody to let the
Amen.
world know what Jesus has done in your life. He will make a difference for sure. Isn't that correct, Bonita?
That is correct, Chris.
Yeah, yeah, it is. What's up, Troy Taylor? Good to see you as well. Hey, here's a group of guys that we met down. I've actually met them in Oxford, Alabama, a couple of years ago, and then I've seen them a couple of times at Singing in the Sun. They're from, I believe, Rains, Alabama. Rainsville, Alabama,
It's
which
right
is
above Fort Payne.
yeah, it's where your mom and dad live. They're Fortner brothers, and there's three. There's four of them total, but three of them are triplets, and they got a good country sound. They put out some Christian country music, and this is a brand new song I just got today called "Honky Tonk Missionary." See if y'all like this one. All righty then. 10:34 on this Monday evening. Garden City Quartet and an American Christian. And yes, Garden City Quartet will be down in Modoc, South Carolina at the Modoc Baptist Church this coming Wednesday, along with Amanda Joy Powell. And Bonita and myself will be there as well. And you can come meet Miss Rita Smith and Miss Teresa Patton. Now, that's worth the price of admission in and of itself
Absolutely.
right there. So I hope to see you all out there on this coming Wednesday. Garden City, American Christian. Well, I'm getting a lot of requests tonight, and I do my best to fill in the request when I have an opportunity to do so. And my lovely wife sitting next to me wants to hear this next song. And before I play it, let me say hello to Marty Crane. Glad
Hey,
that you made
Marty.
it on, Marty. That's my buddy right there.
You like my shirt, Marty?
Yeah, we've done had a whole segment tonight of
About
Redeemers
but
of the
God.
Faith and But
Yeah.
God, and it worked out real good. And so here's another song that Bonita wanted to hear called In the Fire. It's by the Dodsons. I don't know, Carl. I do not know the answer to that question. Oh, I absolutely love that brand new music from the Irwins called The Red Words. Some of you may, if you're on YouTube, you may have seen me holding up the stacks of CDs. And that's just a very small portion of the CDs that I have received. Normally, when we play music, I get it via email and it's already converted to MP3s, and then I can load it up that way. All of the music actually goes to Bobby first, and then he sends it out to us. But if someone gives me a CD and I have time, I can load it up and play it, like I did that with the young ladies that we went and met up at Serenade Studio, the
Hmm.
Foster triplets, and
And I find them laying around places
you find them
sometimes
laying
that,
around.
I
So
mean, it's just there's so many, it's hard to keep up with
it
them.
is, and then you have to take time to rip the CD and then convert it over to the MP3, all that kind of stuff. So I got kind of behind in that, but we'll see what happens tonight. Last night and tonight, I've been watching the program The Chosen, and one of the scenes that I watched tonight, and Bonita watched it as well, um, was Jesus calling Lazarus up from the
Hmm.
tomb. And as they set that up and told the story of Jesus going, coming to Mary and Martha, and they've got some different things that's going on in the story, the way that they tell it, which I absolutely love. The Chosen, I think it's the best presentation of the story and the stories of the New Testament of anything that I've ever seen, and there's nothing else that's even close.
Well, not only that, when you listen to the men that write this, you can tell that their heart is
Oh yeah.
so in love with the Lord. And it's so on point. And they even say, this may not be like exactly, they're not trying to make it exactly like, I mean, within
No,
reason. They're
it's
not
not
going
the
against,
Bible.
right, but they're not doing anything that, you
Right,
know,
and parts of it are fiction, and you know that
absolutely,
watching it, but it does
absolutely.
tell the story of the
Hmm.
Bible, and the story that was being told tonight. They did a fantastic job of it. But when Jesus is dealing with his disciples and then dealing with Mary and Martha, and they've portrayed the friendship there that was between
Right.
Lazarus and Mary and Martha and Jesus throughout that season. And
It shows
even
his
though,
heart
yeah,
broken.
even though he
Yeah.
knows he's going to call him from the dead,
Yes.
he sees and feels their pain as well
Absolutely.
and the loss.
And
And
I
yet
believe
he's
he
getting,
does.
yeah, he
He
does,
does. He
absolutely.
feels our pain, and he cares. He worries about. I'm not going to say, I shouldn't say worries, but he shows that concern about us to the point of it would be just like us worrying about
Yeah.
one of our children. You
He
know.
definitely knows everything that we've been through, everything that we face or ever will face. But as we
Hmm.
watched that tonight and they showed Jesus fall down on his knees and cry, it made
Yeah.
me think of this song that Fields of Grace did a couple of years ago. Elise wrote it, and she's not
Yes.
with them anymore.
Well, she
Great
could
singer,
forever write
great
a song,
songwriter.
or not just songwriter, but
Oh,
man,
and writer all the way
poems
around.
and just anything. She's
She
just
is, she's
great.
amazing. But it made me think of this song from Fields of Grace. It's called Jesus Wept. Boom, boom. New Journey Radio Network broadcasting all around the entire world and right here on the New Journey Radio app and YouTube Live tonight. Thank you for being with us. Our time is up on the Not So Late Show. I do need to let you know that we will not be on, the Not So Late Show will not be on this coming Wednesday. Because we'll be down in Modoc, South Carolina. But good Lord willing, we will be back next Monday evening at 9 o'clock and back on our normal schedule. And I can't wait to be with you again. I love each and every one of you. And I know Bonita does as well.
Absolutely.
And so we'll be looking forward to seeing you then. Y'all have a great, happy, and wonderful July the 4th, Independence Day, and be very, very careful, especially if you're going to be shooting those fireworks or eating too many hot dogs. I'm going to leave you with a double play from the Triumphant Quartet going out to Miss Suzanne Frizzell to end the night tonight. Here they are singing The Goodness of God. I do love you.
I love you.
Y'all be blessed.